Everyone is in their seat here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland as the Cavaliers look to grab a win here at home. Now we've got a chance for our State Farm starting lineups. And guys, taking a look at Dwayne Wade, what will we see from him?
Yeah, and he's been a player who always saves his best for last, Kevin. Absolutely thrives under pressure. And, you know, when some guys back down with the game coming down to the wire, he seems to be the one to take it up a notch.
And his focus when he's shooting, really impressive. I mean, he doesn't get rattled, very composed. Even when the defense is right on top of him, he's still able to knock down shots.
The Cleveland Cavaliers coming to this one after a win against the Jazz in Utah. It was just a textbook performance. That game was all theirs. Once they got it going, it was full speed ahead.
And there's no question what the overriding factor was in that game, Clark. It was the big edge they had on the glass.
Well, the level of energy they had in the win, Steve, was what impressed me. I mean, it was lacking on the other side, and it really showed through the rebounding numbers.
Now here's Waiters, coming off a stellar performance against Utah. Clock at 6. Here's Irving. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
The first free throw is good. Good on both.
Boy, he's knocking them down. No surprise there. He's one of the premier free throw shooters in the league.
Smith against Irving. Smith outside.
Well, after he threw that one down, he felt free to hang around for a little while.
A little extra emphasis at the end.
Now, you got to be careful, too, on that. It's used to be an automatic technical foul. They'll still call it at times, but they're a little more selective with the call.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Sprite. Good stuff. Here is Miles. The Heat getting the bucket. Powell. And he drops it in from the low post.
You know, he got one step ahead of the defense on that one. Excellent job.
So the Heat, their last game, a win against Milwaukee.
And you might not typically mention blocks as the key to a win, but I think you do in this case. They were really dominant defensively.
Well, when you come up with as many denials as they did, rejections that is, it's impossible not to mention it. I mean, it was a great game for them defensively. I tell you what, he can be an offensive force when he's on top of his game, guys, and he usually is on top of his game.
Smith against Irving. Three-pointer. That drops. Irving's got 5.
He's going to take that shot every time if he has that much room to get it off.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
I briefly spoke with Tom Thibodeau. A big factor in today's game, he said, is how they are able to handle Chris Bosh. He said often in games, Bosh is the X factor with his ability to gather rebounds and finish off chances inside. In order to keep him from dominating the fight on the glass, they'll have to match his intensity every step of the way. Guys?
Thanks again, Doris. The shot's good from Smith. Smith's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I think we could see them put up some big numbers if they keep shooting like this. I mean, 4 or 5 early, and they look focused and locked in.
Now, here is Irving. He definitely had a good game in their win against the Jazz. From deep, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Irving's got 8. The Heat have gone 4 or 5 from the field so far. Smith against Irving. Now here is Smith. He's tightly guarded. On target from 13 feet. He's got 6.
Soft defense right there. Way too soft.
Irving kicks to Howard. Working on Bosh. He dishes it to Waiters. The pass to Irving. He passes to Miles. The dish to Thompson. Over Nowitzki, and the Cavaliers get another bucket right there. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Smith outside. Back to Bosch. Pass to Smith. Fires the three. Cavaliers with the rebound. This game against Miami here, their first look at the Heat.
And not one of these games went their way last season.
Here's Irving, and the basket good. Irving's got 10 points.
Boy, it's so impressive to see a young guy like Kyrie Irving carry his team's offense, and that's exactly what he's done. He's able to score for himself or find open teammates with his ball handling and passing. So the ideal point guard for a young team.
And, you know, another exceptional quality for Kyrie being a player so early in his career is how calm and collected he is at the end of games. I mean, he looks almost like a 15-year veteran late in games.
Two teams, Clark, fighting tooth and nail near the top of the conference. That hurts to get swept.
It's certainly demoralizing. You can't help but feel like that team has got your number. They're handling you all the time.
The first one falls, and the Cavaliers making a change here. Both free throws good from Smith. Cavaliers have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Zeller setting the pick for Irving. Feeds it to Waiters. Back to Irving over Chalmers. And it's Irving missing. Miami trailing. Chalmers with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Here's Smith. That's good, and so Chalmers with the assist. Smith's got 11 points.
What an incredible quarter he's having. He's unstoppable right now.
Now here's Waiters, covered by Smith. On its way from Irving for 2. Again, Irving missing.
Most of the time, that shot will go down, or the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Heat.
The NBA season gains momentum. Kemba Walker and the Charlotte Bobcats take on the Houston Rockets this Friday. Don't miss it.
Off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
And I like what they've done offensively, really attacking the rim, getting a lot of points in the paint.
And guys, they've been the aggressor early. I mean, attacking the hoop and getting into the paint, that can make the game really easy for you.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Cleveland, Thompson and Zeller, they're inside. Kyrie Irving is out there with Daniel Gibson, and it's Miles in at the 3 slot.
Well, he allowed him to get all the way to the rim, so actually a pretty good play to foul him and make him shoot free throws.
And then no choice really but to foul and stop the dunk. Don't let that happen.
First free throw is good. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Cleveland. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Miami. Wade comes in for Shannon Brown. So he gets them both. The Cavaliers trail by 3. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, guys. Mr. Clutch, and their last game against the Bucks put on a show. He ended with 31 points and was just efficient on the offensive end, picking his spots on when to keep the ball moving or try his own luck. Just a dominant performance from him, and he reminds you why he's so highly regarded in this league, Kevin.
And Doris, that really was a phenomenal performance.
You know what, Kevin? Anytime you bring it like that, you raise the bar on yourself. The key is to not get too hyped on past performances. Today, focus on this game right here, right now.
Yeah, but he's going to have a hard time forgetting that one because that was one of the best performances you'll ever see.
Good luck. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
You just can't let him get that close to the hoop.
The Cavaliers shooting their third free throw. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Smith outside. He kicks it to Tompkins from about 19 feet. And there's another one for the Heat. The Cavaliers trail by 6. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Vern, defended by Chalmers. Here's Vern. Here's Meekins. Here's Arthur. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. And you look at Mr. Clutch, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Dwayne Wade, also someone that shoots at such a high percentage, top 5 in the league.
It was a nightmare last year for any defender to guard these guys. I mean, they just seemed to hit everything they shot.
That free throw, no good. Both teams deciding to change it up. He hits the second from the line. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Smith kicks to Smith. Dishes to Jenkins. Heat moving the ball around. Let's go. Smith. Bosch. That's good. Bosch has got 6 points.
Well, they really cranked up the intensity, tracking down those loose caroms, stacking up second chance buckets in a big pile.
And those hustle points, Clark, I mean, that's just another reason why they've got the lead here.
Arthur working against Bosch. Outside Rose. 6 to shoot. From 7. Shot is no good. Now the Heat take it the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando and they'll take on the Magic. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Smith outside. Back to Smith. Passes it to Bosch. And the shot is good. And it's a 9-point Heat lead.
Now they've got to offer more resistance inside. Just too many easy buckets in the paint.
Yeah, Stephen, that's the top priority for any defense. You got to protect the paint.
Cage covered by Smith. To the paint. Here's Arthur in for the dunk.
He's a bit short for the power forward spot, but his great leaping ability more than makes up for it.
Smith, the pass to Smith. That's good. Smith's got 4 this quarter.
This is not what they wanted to let happen. They're just getting pounded inside.
Yeah, they are, Stephen. I mean, they're just not making life difficult at all for scorers in the paint. I mean, that's an area that you've got to protect with force and aggressiveness, and we haven't seen it.
Here's Rose. Chris Bosch with the rebound. Bosch has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Open look. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
You know, he's given them a nice scoring option through most of this game.
Here's Vern, and Cleveland again with the bucket. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Heat out front, leading by 9. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports as the NBA season revs up. Let's get into the halftime report. Miami up on top against Cleveland. With 2 quarters left to play, they've been an offensive juggernaut, scoring with impunity. It's been a dominating outing for Mr. Clutch through 2. Seems like everything's falling for him. Not sure if he even knows how to miss. And the Cavaliers, boy, they're putting up a fight. They've gone to their bench for the spark, and it's fired. Big scoring off the pine. Some terrific basketball from Kyrie Irving. He's carrying the team, doing everything he can to put them over the top. And that will be all for us. Thanks for stopping in. We'll see you next time.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
Yeah, he's done a great job of finding the soft spots in that defense. A very efficient game for him so far.
Yeah, and I like what he's done, Steve. I mean, he's made a couple of jumpers here or there, but what he's really done impressively is allow the game to come to him.
On the court for the Heat, Smith in at point guard. Chris Bosh is out there with Nowitzki. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Joseph in at the 3. Thompson dishes to Irving. Kicks it to Thompson. A fadeaway. It's hauled in by the Heat. Bosh has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Smith in the posts. And that is good. Smith's got the first basket of the 3rd quarter for the Heat.
Well, he's smart. He's getting good shots, and he's knocking them down.
Now the feed to Waiters. Howard with his screen on Wade. Back to Irving. He feeds it to Waiters. Shot clock at 6. He dishes it to Thompson. Knocks it loose. Over Nowitzki. A second chance effort. Howard. It's blocked.
Changing sides didn't seem to help them at all, huh, guys? They've missed their first 3 shots in the 3rd quarter.
Smith with it. He's picked up by Irving. Smith kicks to Bosh. Joseph over Waiters. That's good from Joseph on the assist by Bosh. Joseph's got his 2nd bucket tonight. Let's take a moment to look at the 2K leaderboard and see last year's high-scoring teams. 2nd, the Cavaliers.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. I mean, you can see their confidence growing as they continue to put up points on the board.
The Cavaliers trail by 13. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And Waiters kicks to Thompson. Here's Miles. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Boy, they are really getting chewed up inside here. I mean, that's 8 of the last 10 points they've given up inside, in the paint.
Yeah, and the paint should be sacred ground for a defense. I mean, you can't let anybody just trot in there and get an easy bucket.
The Heat shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
About a year ago, they converted about 78% of their free throws as a team, so pretty solid there.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Zeller's checked in. Irving passes to Zeller. Back to Irving. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Jumps up. Bosh, that's good. Bosh has got 10.
That's 3 for 4 field goal shooting here in the 3rd, so offensively, they're looking good.
Outside Irving. Here's Thompson. And it's Miami with the rebound.
Another board for them, and they've got a huge advantage in that regard.
Yeah, it's not really a surprise. I mean, rebounding one of the true barometers in winning basketball games, and if you rebound better, you typically are going to win ball games and do it comfortably. The defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, the D pretty much went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't
yes,
you?
Sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me, that's what happened. He shifted the brain into neutral.
Yes, he did.
That was embarrassing.
Miles dishes to Waiters. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Kevin, I've got a chance now to look at where the Cavaliers ranked in the NBA last season. 1st in steals, 2nd in scoring, and they were number 2 in blocks. One of the best at the...
Cage, covered by Smith. And there's the pass to Miles. Buries the long-range jumper. Miles has got 5 now. Here's Smith. Can't get it to go. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game.
Coming up this Friday, Greg Monroe and the Detroit Pistons take on Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Live from Oklahoma City. Be there.
As the fourth quarter gets rolling here, let's check out our Sprite uncontainable game. Let's go to Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Kev, as you might have guessed, the uncontainable game today goes to the Miami Heat. Right now, everything has been going their way, and they've taken advantage of their chances. Looks like it's going to be theirs for the taking, and they're 1 quarter away from the win.
Thank you, Doris. The Cavaliers trail by 15. Tristan Thompson is out there with Howard. Then there's C.J. Miles. Then there's Dion Waiters. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers.
Major glass eating that time, fellas.
That's just the kind of aggressive basketball he's known for.
Yeah, it seems like we see that play from him almost every night. An offensive board that ends with a slam.
Smith with it. Here's the floater. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Howard's got 8 rebounds in this game. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. The Heat leading by 11. They better get a move on. Smith kicks to Joseph. There's the triple. That's good.
Well, he can shoot the 3. We know that. But I'm not sure the D does. I mean, they weren't anywhere near him on that possession.
The dish to Howard. He passes to Waiters. Back to Howard. Rebound by Smith.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time. Oh, that was awesome.
Look out below.
Oh, as nasty as it gets.
That's a good thing, right, Clark?
Yeah, it sure
Okay.
is. That's a good nasty.
Because that dunk was great.
It was awesome.
There's good nasty and there's bad nasty. That was good nasty. Let's get that straight, Kevin.
And that was Sprite bringing you the close-up on that big-time play. And taken away by Brown. Here's Joseph. A big dunk at the end of the break.
Boy, they were not wasting any time on that fast break.
Well, when it starts with the turnover, that's the best time to get out and run. You can beat the defense down the floor that way.
Pass to Waiters. Howard setting the pick for Waiters. Here's Vern. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. So it's both. The Heat leading by 20. Nowitzki in the post. He's guarded by Arthur. Nowitzki's shot's good.
Well, when you combine Dirk's height with his touch and his release, which is basically behind his head, he becomes impossible to defend. And unless he's just missing his jump shot that night, you're in for a long night.
Especially when you couple it with his knack for playing with his back to the basket when he wants to. Often Dirk will catch it on the low block, lean into a defender to create some space, and then the next thing you know, he's up in the air knocking down that jumper.
Here's Smith.
Man, what a play. Looks like this one's over. They really played well tonight.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, we can take it out of the oven. This game is cooked.
So both teams making some changes here. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. A nice shot by Howard.
We've seen some great shooting from him today. They've got to lean on him a little bit more.
Now Smith. Nowitzki outside. Back to Smith.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now.
Oh,
They can do no wrong offensively.
Everything's dropping, guys, and that confidence, it gets infectious and contagious.
we've got 1:13 left in the game. Feeds it to Waiters. Back to Irving. Some solid defense from Bosch. The Heat leading by 20. Smith kicks to Joseph. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Yeah, everything is falling for him now. He hasn't missed a shot this quarter.
Irving against Smith. Howard can't hit.
So hard not to go for it when you see that chance at the alley-oop.
Bet he wishes he hadn't, though.
Smith with it. Picked up by Thompson. He kicks it to Bosch. Dishes it to Wade. Pass to Smith. 5 on the clock. Makes the alley-oop pass. Shot by Joseph. No good. Cavaliers have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Good on the shot. "19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And Miami can just let the clock run down here. Nowitzki drives in. Gives him the lead pass. Kicks to Joseph. The feed now to Smith. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game, Mr. Clutch.
It's not